Hello, everybody, and welcome back again to another fantastic episode of Absolutely Pickled, the funniest pickleball podcast on the planet, as we always say. We are going to have an equally fantastically funny episode, hopefully, because we have another, might I say, quite handsome new guest. Lee, would you like to do the honors and introduce the gentleman sitting next to you?
Absolutely. I have had the pleasure of meeting this young man and had loads of conversations with him. He is a phenomenal coach, creates a ton of online content for people. So Penny, tips for you, like that. Now you just don't have me, you have him.
I steal your shit, mate.
Player.
I'm going to steal your shit. That's all
Absolutely.
we have to talk about. Yeah, so
and
sorry.
He's a fellow lefty, so you know.
No.
Yeah, so the one and only Tana Tomasii.
Thank you, guys. I'm super excited to be on, and I want you to pick my brain, and I just want to hear all about it.
All right. Fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to launch right in, mate. First of all, how old are you?
I'm 24.
Okay, so can I just rewind what I said about you being good looking because you're the same age as my son? And
yeah, no, but he's of age, so now like the cops won't call, so you're fine.
Well, still, it's still a little creepy. So, sorry about that, but
Okay.
nice to have you on. I thought you looked nice and young. So so you're hanging with the old bird. I
Yep.
take it. And are you actually playing together or just hanging in the same Airbnb?
Just hanging in the same little host family's house.
Okay. Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, I was staying with my mate Carrie, who's like used to be former world #1 racquetball player, like last century.
Right.
So she's like one of us, and
Yes.
Carrie and I used to work together, and so there's like a whole. We stayed here last year, and yeah, Tana's here with us this year, and
okay,
it's just a fun group of us here.
That's brilliant. Now we should let our listeners and viewers know where is here. What are we up to right now? Where are you?
Mobile, Alabama.
Lies.
Maybe.
Where are you? What are you doing?
We are in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Okay.
And we're here for a tournament.
Okay.
A tax convention.
Yeah.
Sorry, taxidermy convention.
Okay. I thought I was going to say a tax evasion convention.
No, taxidermy. And, just an overall pickleball experience.
Excellent. And it's, I realize this will be airing next week. Do you want to talk about where you're up to, or do you want to just kind of leave it at, you're going to kick ass and take names? Because it's still early on, isn't it?
Yeah, I didn't play just Saturday, Sunday. So Tana played in mixed qualies today, played really well. And he's an up and coming pro, and we talked about things that I think that we can add to his game that are going to be severe weapons from one lefty to another.
Right.
So I think sometimes lefties have a different perspective on things.
Yes.
And so
and you're all completely bonkers. There's that too.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So no, I'm excited to see him just start climbing the ranks and doing some damage like I know we can.
That's brilliant. Okay, Tana. So let's back up real quick. You're 24. Did you come from racket sports? Are you a tennis player? What's your background? How did you get here?
Yeah, I actually played tennis just in high school, 3 years. And then when I was a junior in high school, I actually got into paintball and really did that like super competitively. Paintball, like shooting.
Like shooting?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Competitive paintball.
Yeah. It doesn't really go hand in hand with pickleball, but the 3 years of tennis like gave me the background of the strokes.
Oh, that's great. I have a paintball story. So we did it. We were in college. This was like before you were born, obviously. And tell the people in the background to shut up, by the way. And,
sorry, they just arrived with food.
Yeah, of course they did. And so you can eat while you're on this, but pipe down in the background there. So anyway, sorry, listeners. We've just got a few people coming in.
Jason, do you want to come say hi? You might as well say hi.
You might as well say hi now you're there. Yeah, exactly. Who have we got joining us?
I heard your lovely voice.
Oh, there he is. What's up, Jace? How are you?
Doing good. How are you?
Okay, you need to come back Well, maybe I'll introduce. Just come back. I have a funny thing to show these guys and you, but we'll get to it in a minute. But we're just getting Tanner's background here, and we're talking about paintball randomly.
Oh, I know. I learned that too. You got to hear this. I'll let you guys go.
Okay, cool. So real quick, we're in college before you were born, in Liverpool. That's where I went to college, undergrad, and we decided to do a fun weekend of paintball, right? We'd never done it before, and I live with rugby players, right? So they're big lads, you know, and then there's 4 of us girls, 5 lads, right? And we all get on teams. We have 1 extra, and we get on teams. Turns out I'm quite good. Okay, so I'm quite good. So we do the first round, and I take a few people out, right? So the next one, they're like, Pen, you've got the machine gun. So I get the machine gun, and I'm just taking people out, right? We win 2 rounds. So we go to round 3. I don't know if they do it like this anymore, but this is how we did it. I'm back with a regular rifle. And now the other team, the other lot, know that I'm somebody to take out, right? So they hunt me down. And one of the lads is shooting me point blank in the arse. And I'm going, I'm dead. And that's the thing with paintball. You don't actually die. So they keep shooting you if you move.
Yeah.
I came out, my arse looked like, well, we don't even want to know what my arse looked like, but it bruises you. And I went, oh, not doing that again for a while. So that's my paintball story for you, mate.
So you like to be the shooter, not the shootee.
I do not like getting shot because you don't die, and then you keep moving and they keep shooting. Dreadful.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel good. I actually still have a mark on my neck. You probably can't see it on the camera.
Oh, I see it.
Yeah, that was
right there.
That was from like this
Point
close.
blank. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still there. Like that was probably like 5 years ago.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And so how good did you get in paintball?
I'll answer both questions. She said, do I miss it? So recently I've been like reminiscing and like watching old videos of me and like my team because they still play. But it's similar to pickleball and like the travel, the event, there's events all the time. But this is just, there's a future in this. There's not really any money in that. And there's like just, it's a better like quality of people in pickleball. You know, like you can network and that. For people in pickleball, it's kind of just like a dead end almost.
Pickleball or paintball?
Or for paintball, it's pretty much like a dead end. Yeah. Pickleball is on the growth, as we know.
Yes, gotcha. Okay, cool. So you played high school tennis. You're a pro paintball player.
Well, he traveled internationally for paintball, by the way.
Yeah, so
wow.
I played all in like the all around the States. There's like 5 tournaments a year, so it's way less than pickleball. But I had the opportunity to go to Australia and play one event. So that was super neat. And I actually ended up making that my last event because the guy that I went with was like the Ben Johns of paintball, pretty much, or like the Ben Johns. And I saw like what his life was like at the highest level. And it was like just on a plane to Australia playing, on a plane to Germany playing, on a plane to Italy playing. I'm like, even if I make it to this point, it's not like he's a millionaire. He's just on the road constantly. Like I don't want this.
Yeah. Oh, how interesting though. All right. So then how did you get into pickleball?
So like everybody during COVID, my friends introduced me to it. And funny story, a little side note. When I was in high school, we played pickleball and like there was like a mini like gym class tournament like after hours. And they ended up winning that. And like we didn't know the rules. We just all like hit the ball as hard as we could.
Yes.
But back on track during the pandemic, my friends were like, hey, do you want to play? Which is what everybody was doing. Got into it and it kind of like stayed with me always in the back of my mind, like, oh, this game's fun.
Yeah.
And then a couple of months went by and I started like taking it more seriously.
And where are you from originally? Where did you grow up?
Yeah, I'm originally from South Jersey.
Okay.
Ocean City specifically. Okay.
I have a mate who she's from Tom's River.
Oh, that's really close. 40 minutes.
Yeah. She, when she goes there, occasionally, her parents now live in Vegas, but when she goes there, her accent comes back. But she doesn't sound, she's been here too long now, so she doesn't.
Oh, that's too funny.
Hasn't really got it, but it's a bit like when we go to England, although we can't talk about accents because Lisa's messed up.
Yes, that's true. But now he's in Florida now. He moved to Florida.
Oh, you did? Okay. So how long have you been in Florida?
So this September, so about 8 months, I made the decision to move down to Florida to go all into pickleball and see where I can end up with it.
And do you live with pickleball mates or who do you
I don't right now. So I actually went down on a 2-month lease just to see if I liked it. And I
Okay.
ended up like loving Florida. And I'm like, why would anybody live in New Jersey? So
Uh-huh.
I've been kind of like bouncing around, and I just got a place myself down there. But I
Okay.
was living with pickleball people.
Got it. Bachelor pad in Florida.
Oh yeah, you
Ladies,
know
if
it.
you're watching, bachelor pad, Tanner's house, knocking on the
You know,
door.
he is spoken for.
Oh, is he? Oh, well,
Spoken
Yeah,
for,
you've
he
just
is
yes.
broken a
spoken
few
for.
hearts there, Tanner. And I'm very sorry to your girlfriend slash fiance slash
No,
whatever.
but you know, but he can still help their pickleball game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so, how much coaching do you do when you're not playing?
So I don't do too much coaching privately. I'll do clinics. So like just maybe 2 weeks ago,
Yeah.
this club owner reached out. Actually, it was a club member
Yeah.
reached out and had me go to Connecticut
Oh,
to teach 2 days.
yeah.
So whenever there's clinics or whenever there's an opportunity to teach clinics, I'll do that.
Yeah.
For instance, I was actually just on a cruise teaching. So I
Oh,
like doing like these little gigs as opposed to just every day doing hours.
yeah. And then you do a lot of online fun stuff too.
Yeah, I do social media. I do a 60-second tip every single day.
That's see,
I have
that's dedication there.
yes.
We're like, oh, we're too old for social media. We really, but we need to get on it a
Yeah.
bit more, don't we, Lee? I don't know what I'm doing, honestly. Social media. My kids laugh at me.
Yeah, before like doing the social media for myself with the pickleball, I actually did gaming online where I played like Fortnite and I streamed that to people. And I
Yes.
was able to grow like a following of like 400,000 people through that.
What's the name of the guy that my kids watch? What's his name?
Oh,
Special teams.
No, he's a
yeah.
Fortnite guy, and he drops
Right.
F-bombs.
They all are just dropping
I
it.
can't think of it. All I can tell you is I got two boys. 20,
Yeah.
actually, he's not quite 24 yet. He's 24 this year, and then the other one's 21. And the 21-year-old when he was in high school, when Fortnite, well, when you probably started playing, when it was really big, when he was in high school, his grades went like this, and
Really, yeah.
pull the plug. You're not playing, and despite the fact that I actually like to sit behind him and just watch because I just found it
Really?
fascinating, and I'm like, be the girl, okay? And then just the whole graphics was amazing. But
That's
anyway,
too funny.
not like the Atari we used to play, Lee,
No,
and
not
Pong.
like Pac-Man.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, amazing. Oh, well, that's good. All right, well, I could chat all day, but I really do want to introduce this funny thing to you. So I have to tell a quick story, and then we're going to jump into
Do I
doing.
need to get Jason in for this?
Yes, go get him or call him.
Jason,
come see this, Jace. So Tanner, I'll fill you in. Last week, Lee, do you remember we were talking about? I think one of the questions was about when's the right time to speed up. Okay, so come see this. You're gonna die. So last week, oh, I'm so jealous. They're eating sushi, bastards. So last week, Lee and I were talking about, or one of the questions was, when is the right time to speed up? So she was giving us, the sort of tips on that I totally stole. One of them was that, remember, if the ball's your side, you're in control, as long as you don't hit an attackable ball. And so I've been telling, I teach this group of 2.5 plus ladies, like about 20 of them. And I'm like, ladies, here's the deal. When the ball's your side, who's in control? And they're like, I said, I know what you'll do. You'll go, oh, shit, it's mine. Oh, God. We're doing this whole thing. And then I'm like, just listen to my mate Lee. She says, when the ball's your side, you're in control. I said, we're going to switch the mindset. And then I said, and does anybody know what a speed up is? Right? None of them did. So then I do this little drill. Like I get two of them opposite me and one with me. And I'm like, okay, well, so we're dinking and we're dinking. I've got this lovely lady, Donna, opposite me. And I go, we're dinking. And then when I whacked it at Donna and hit her in the stomach, not hard, but I'm like, that's a speed up. And they're all cracking up, right? So I'm thinking to myself, so we do a little exercise and then they play around robin. And I'm thinking to myself when I get home, I got to think of a way because they're very timid these days and they don't want to hurt one another, but I've got to get them into the mindset that it's perfectly okay. Enter, get ready.
Oh gosh.
This is destiny.
Oh my
You bought a blow-up doll online.
I didn't buy
You
a
bought
blow-up.
a
I'm going
blow-up
to tell you
doll
the
online.
story.
And this is how you're telling
Jimmy
this.
tacos
not
and
a
tell me
cone.
I'm pretty.
Why is the cone there?
Yeah, she's on a traffic cone.
You
So
couldn't
she's
go in
quite
the mouth.
short.
Wait.
Did you steal the traffic cone?
No, the traffic cone was my construction guys, but Destiny, the story behind Destiny is my sons are in an NFL fantasy league, right? And the loser of the league every year has to do a forfeit. And so the last year, the forfeit, my eldest son is the commissioner, right? So they had all these different forfeits, and they've had to do stand-up comedian, they've had to massage people on Venice Beach, and this one
My gosh.
was you had to go on a date with Destiny, and she didn't have as many clothes on, right? And you had to go on a legit date with Destiny, right? If you lost, which happened. But then we have this bloody blow-up doll in the cupboard, right? And I'm thinking, so anyway, so how great is this? So I'm gonna put her, right? I'm gonna have two of them dinking cross court, and then at the right time, when they see the right ball, I'm gonna have them hit them and see if we can take out Destiny, and that's gonna be the drill. Isn't that
I like it.
genius?
I like it.
And you can drive in the carpool lane.
Anyway,
If
I'm
you-
happy to
exactly.
introduce you. So Destiny says bye now. Because her hands
Eat
Doesn't
tacos.
tell me I'm pretty.
Leafy tacos. So that was my hat. Oh, it's fallen down now. But that's what I needed to show you.
She's
So
got a
that's
great
my-
figure. I like
Oh,
her.
Yeah.
She
Well,
doesn't
you
say
like it for
much, but-
different reasons, mate. Different reasons.
She might be a good mix. That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like her. Fine.
She's full of
fine.
hot air, though. She talks too much. She's full of hot air. Anyway, sorry. Sidebar. That was my fun story that I had to share with you because that's my latest
Yeah.
training tool.
I like it. I love looking at all your tools.
Penny
They're
going
nice.
down to the
Yeah.
sex shop to pick
Do
up.
you think I should trademark that?
You
Yes.
might be able to sell those things for many things. Yeah. So, well, I'll go get.
Are you lonely on Friday night?
Yes, I am. I am.
Meetups.
Well, thank you for showing me that. I'm gonna
You're
go
very
eat some more sushi.
Okay.
Too, so.
Talk to you later. All
Bye.
right. Okay, sorry. I've completely, sent the podcast sideways. And for those people that are listening and not viewing, just tune into our YouTube channel or check out the podcast when it's up on our website, because then you can actually see what the hell we're talking about. So there we go.
Yeah,
Okay.
this segment is sponsored by the Adult Superstore.
Exactly. Dreadful. Okay. Are we ready? Is there anything else we want to ask Tanner before we jump into Dear AP? I'm just trying to think. I mean, is this full-time gig right now with the social media? Are you doing anything else? Are you managing to pay the rent?
Yeah. So since moving down to Florida, I figured it'd probably be best if I go full in for a year
Good.
and see where I end up. So I'm going full in with the social media, clinics here and there, and just seeing what I can do as a player. And then
Yeah.
after a year, I'll kind of reconsider and see where I'm at.
Oh, that's good. Well, we'll be cheering you on, mate, and following you on social media, and I'll be plugging in, getting those daily tips, because God knows
Thank
I
you.
need them after this morning. Although I did play brilliantly this morning, and then the second round I just ran out of steam. But anyway, okay. Well, now we're gonna do the Dear AP section. Did she explain this to you?
Rapid fire?
No,
No,
Oh.
that's the end.
People
That's our
write in.
questionnaire.
Okay.
There's two
The
questions from
questions on the
listeners.
game.
Got it.
And this is where normally we only have Lee, but now we've got, actually somebody with a brain that can help answer. So I'm very excited because we might actually get a decent answer. And I have to be careful because if I know the people writing in, Lee has a tendency to slag them off. Okay. But I don't know these two, Lee. So how about it? Okay. Now it's time for Dear AP.
Bring
Okay.
it.
Question number 1, Tanner and Lee. Mark from Ontario wants to know, what percentage of the time do you drive your third rather than drop it?
Is he from Ontario, California, or Ontario, Canada?
I have no idea.
Because that makes a big difference.
Does it? Why?
Yeah. Because I can't say it. What percentage did you drive or what percentage did you drop?
What,
It all
no, he's
depends
really
on what
asking
kind of...
what you do. Like, do you always...
None of his business what I do.
Okay, Tanner, what do you do?
None of his business what Tanner does either.
Well,
It's all like, look, it's... Please agree with me. but people know I know what I'm talking about. It all depends on what kind of return of serve you get on your third.
Okay.
Right? 'Cause if
Okay.
I get a deep ball that's pushed me back, do I drive it? My ass is falling backwards. Like I should
Got
probably
it.
hit a shot that I can get in. If I can step into the ball, take the ball in front of me, and at a decent height, then I should drive. Right? If I have room to drive. If the people in front of me don't like the drive, I'm going to drive at them. If they like the drive, I'm going to drop. Right? So it's very subjective.
Yes.
And it's very situation specific. So I don't think Mark's a very good player for asking that question, because obviously.
So you bring up an interesting point though. So you are playing against people who can handle whatever, generally whatever you can send them, right? But to your point, some people can't handle the hard drive. So yeah, you would choose to drive at them, and some people don't know if their third's up to the task. You know what I mean? So I think it's an interesting question, because I mean, he's probably like me, he's a rec level player, and he just wanted to know, he's probably been driving mostly, but now he's going to get his third down, but he's thinking to himself, should I always try the third, or should I still mix it up?
Yeah, but like think about it this way, right? So let's say, for example, like we're playing again.
Okay.
Against two Muppets, right? And we're driving our thirds, and it's money.
Yeah.
We're like, we're going to keep driving. We win the game. Next round, we play another team. We drive our thirds, and they handle their thirds. So if we don't know how to draw, then we're like, well, what's happening? Because we won the last game with our drive. Why isn't it working now? So we forget that it's very specific to who our opponents are and what they can handle.
Yeah.
Any difference? But sorry, Tanner, did you have something to add?
No, you're good. I'll try.
Any difference between whether you're a 1 or a 2? Like if you're serving, you're the serving team, right? And no, okay.
Yeah, I would say it's best, like Lee was saying, I like to start off the match driving the ball just to see if they can handle it. Because if they can't, then you should drive every time.
Okay.
But it's also good driving it instead of dropping it if you're playing a tournament or something's on the line, to help get like nerves out, where you're guaranteed to almost make the ball, as opposed to dropping it. It might go into the bottom of the net if you're a little nervous.
That's a great point. That's a great
point. Also think of this, like if like he's got a great serve, right? So if he serves the ball deep, right, and it elicits a short return, a short floaty return, we're going to step in and drive that, because we're going to gain control of the kitchen before our opponents can now.
Got it.
Because typically the returning team gets control of that kitchen before we do.
Got it.
And we have to establish neutrality before the point can start, right?
Got it.
Those are big words for me for Thursday night, by the way.
Okay, that's good. That's good. Is there any chance the folks in the kitchen can just a little bit? Because I'm getting a lot of feedback.
No.
Okay, never mind.
They're in violation.
They're in violation of the kitchen. That's what we're listening
down.
to, people. Okay, thank you. That was a great answer. Okay, question
I'll
number.
do this.
Okay, what's that mean? Are you on mute right now?
So I'll mute and unmute.
Okay, all right. So here's question number 2. Rebecca from Provo, Utah, indoor facility, undoubtedly, asks, I've watched the guy dominate play in mixed, but when you, and I'm presuming this is for you, Lee, when you play women's doubles, is it more even, or do you decide who's the dominant player also and let them have at it, kind of like the guy does in mixed?
So there's a reason why, like, and actually this was our conversation in the car on the way to the courts this morning on playing mixed, and there's a reason why the guy plays big, right?
Okay.
In doubles, it's not going to be as much, but you're never a 50-50 team.
Okay.
Like if Tanner was a girl and I obviously am a girl and we were playing doubles, or if he was a guy and I'm a guy,
yeah,
right, we're playing doubles, it's not 50-50. There are times it's going to be 60-40, 70-30. Okay. People are going to take turns in being alpha depending on their opponents. Okay. Because if you can't handle me, I'm going to be the alpha in front of you. Does that make sense? Yes. But if you can handle me, then we're going to change our tactic a little bit and do something else. So it's not as much of a, like, the shift that you see in mixed doubles, but it's way more of it's more subtle. But yeah, I might come over and do something to set my partner up, or he might come over and do something, right? Yeah. To set his partner up, and we see you have alpha moments, and there's definitely sometimes you have more alphas and betas on the court, like a role. But in doubles, you tend to be a little bit more, you job share that role, if you will.
Because I just thought of something as you said that. I'll play and again, remember 4-0 level mix rec play, Tanner. Okay. I'll play mixed doubles and I'll be playing with you. And I know, and also you're 24 and I'm 54. So I could have birthed you, as we know. And so I will tell you right at the beginning, mate, you're my wheels. I'll try and set you up, but I'm not too shabby at times, and they might pick on me, but just feel free to come on over and do whatever, right? And then, so you'll be doing your thing and I'll be holding my end up. And occasionally I'll have a quick rap, and you'll go, oh, nicely done, Pen. And I feel like, yeah, pat on the back, but I'm surprising you, right? Then I go play women's doubles. And I'm in that mode of like, I can hang with the men, whatever, and I like a fast hand battle. And then I have women I play with that get pissed off because I've stolen their ball. The men don't. They're kind of pleased that you've got a woman that actually has a go. The women are like, well, that's my ball. And we have that conversation. And I don't know. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, so to deal with that, I guess it's definitely dependent on your partner. But like you said, if it's like 4-0 level rec play, I recommend this concept called, like they say, like respect the X.
Yes.
Which pretty much means if the ball's diagonal from you, it's your job to take it. And that only, obviously, like in a tournament, that wouldn't come into play. But just if you're dealing with people and you want to make sure it's even, but everybody's having fun, I would just stick with that so there's not really confusion and there's a way to deem like, oh no, that's mine. There's no gray area.
Yeah. Okay.
I think also when you respect the X, not your X, the X, right?
We don't respect any of our X's.
No, but like then it's like okay, the ball's coming on the diagonal, it's my ball, whether it's a backhand or forehand, and then it's irrelevant, right? But I'm there, and then you can actually build teamwork off of that framework, because now it's like, yes, I'm here, but if he's coming across with the forehand, let's say he's lefty, I'm righty, or I'm lefty, because that would be my backhand middle. Mm-hmm. If he sees it and anticipates it, he can steal, right? And a steal is fine, but
steal is different from just taking the ball.
Correct.
Got it.
He's not a ball hog. He's stealing an opportunity to do something.
Yeah.
Right. But still knowing that I'm there. If he can't get to it, I'm there and I'm covering.
Yeah.
I'm still doing my job because I want him to steal. Just like if it's my forehand coming across and I see something, I'm gonna just reach in and steal it. But
that's got it.
He's still there covering his. He's not sleeping on the job, so to speak, right? Because he's still expecting to get that ball. If I steal it, I steal it, and that's fine. But he's not. Next time, he's not going to be like, oh well, he's just going to take it. Like that's not the thought.
No,
like,
okay.
You're still respecting that pattern, but you're looking for stealing opportunities.
Yeah, I think that's a good delineation between whose ball is it and a straight up poach, steal, as it were. Okay.
Well, wait, actually, before we go to our last section,
yes.
Sorry, happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Birthday.
I only just turned 54 yesterday.
Yeah, you don't look a day over 53.
Yeah.
That oil of Olay twice a day is amazing.
No, it's the excellent peak of the absolutely pickled cap that just shades me from the sun and keeps me looking youthful.
Yeah, it tones down the level of bullshit.
It does. Yeah. Thank you.
But seriously, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Here's the sad part, Tanner. When you turn 54, you get excited because you get bought a brand new ankle brace.
Oh gosh.
Because I broke my ankle playing tennis in September, and I got this fancy orthopedic brace that the orthopedic surgeon gave me. And I've started playing more and more, and I'm coaching 2 times a day, and I'm having to wear it in the morning, come home at lunchtime, stick it in the dryer.
Oh, geez.
Back on, and then wash it at night. I only have one. So I said to the boys, I need a new ankle brace. $78, not cheap.
But better they buy you an ankle brace than an ankle monitor.
It's true. And then we also, do you know who Aviator Nation is? I love
their stuff. So expensive, but I love their stuff.
Well, there was a Mother's Day, still is. I don't know if it's still on. It might be. 20% off right now online.
It's still $800, but yes.
Yes, it is. But the boys bought me sweatpants and a hoodie, but the hoodie was a bit too big, so I went back to the store today to return it and then get me a new one. But I've got a whole.
Love
I won't
aviation.
together, but yeah.
Love them.
And then I got some Maltesers because they came back from England.
There you go.
So that was my birthday presents. Hurrah. And a cup of tea in bed. Crucial. Okay. Are we ready for the questionnaire? Okay. Rapid fire questions. There used to be 8, Tanner. Now there's 10.
Let's go.
Whatever comes to mind. You can say anything. Doesn't have to be pickleball related. I don't know if you've heard these questions before, but still, we'll just go for it. So are you ready? Okay. Question number 1, mate. What is your favorite word?
A pickleball.
Ah, pickleball, obviously. All right. What's your least favorite word?
Work.
So pickleball is not work. There you go.
Not work.
That's a good sign. That'll keep you playing for a year. Okay. What is a noise that you love to hear?
Ooh. First thing that came to mind was my dog barking. Makes you sound like I'm at home. Feel like I'm at home.
Oh, see, Lee's. I mean, my dog's no longer with us, and Lee's got 400 of them. So
Oh.
probably that's not her favorite noise. Maybe. What is the noise on the flip side that you absolutely cannot stand?
When you're like out in traffic and like people zoom with the car and it's just super loud. Does that make sense?
Yes, like revving it up.
Excessively, yeah.
Excessive revving.
No muffler or whatever it's called. Yep.
No muffler. Yeah. Okay, good to know. Okay, if you weren't a professional pickleball player as you are now, what would be a profession that you would like to attempt, but it has to be something you've never tried before?
Oh, that's a lot of thinking. I think I'd want to try and I'm going to say a science teacher, something where spreading the knowledge to the youth. Yes.
Okay. Are you good at science?
I'm not, but I like that subject, so I'd become good at it.
Yeah. Oh, any particular, chemistry, physics, biology?
I'd say biology. I did that a little bit of that in college and seemed to like it.
Yeah, I like biology too. I have a master's degree in exercise physiology, but I never use it. So there you go. Can't remember any of it now. Okay, on the flip side, what profession would you under no circumstances want to ever attempt?
Probably a skydive instructor.
We had somebody else said that.
I feel like that's the common
fear of heights. Lou Stevens said the same thing.
Yep.
Skydiving instructors do not apply here. Okay, got it. Okay. All right. What is a personality trait in others that you just can't stand? Like you might like them and then you do that thing and you're like, God, I hate those people.
Probably excessive arrogance. Like if you know you're really good at something, you don't need to like tell everybody that you're the best. Like it should. Is there
anybody on the tour right now that we could name drop and say no, just
Jason.
I don't have anybody yet.
Jason. No, not Jason.
Jason's the nicest bloke. Well, he was a nice bloke till we met Tanner. Okay. Yes. On the flip side, what is a personality trait that suddenly it happens or you witness it and you're like, oh, I love that person for doing that?
I'd say I don't know how to put it into words, but probably not taking anything too seriously.
Oh, well, welcome.
An interpretive dance. I don't know if I have that.
You love us then. Lee hasn't taken anything seriously her entire life.
No, I mean,
Lee's the perfect person for that.
Like, I haven't taken.
No wonder you guys are friends.
Yeah, her personality.
Yeah, there you go. All right, that's why I like her too. Most of the time. Okay. Right. Simple question, mate. Favorite curse word? It's all right. Your mum's not listening.
Oh, probably hell.
Hell. Oh, he's
pretty
simple.
Yeah.
Tame. Okay. That's pretty good.
And listen, we've been here and it's like there's been all kinds of words being dropped around. I haven't had one curse word out of him.
Oh, bless. Well, he was well raised then.
He was very well raised.
Unlike my fucking kids.
Right.
When we first started this podcast, Hannah, the boys, we did a promo, right? And Lee and I didn't know, and I kept dropping the F-bomb. And so we had our editor bleep it out, right?
Right.
And the boys saw it and they're like, Mum, I'm sorry, you need to be authentic, and you swear all the time. So,
Right.
you know, so we've kept all the swear words in from that point on, haven't we, Lee?
Right. I like it.
We have a surprise guest here. Hi.
Hi. And who's this? Just saying hi to us.
This is the dog that has never liked me.
Oh.
And this now has come up to me and not never liked me, but wary of me. This is the most.
Oh, well, he's like,
the other
"What's
one,
going
yeah.
on? I want to be on
came up and
camera."
He's like, yeah, I want to be on camera.
Yeah, it's because we were talking nice things about dogs. Okay. Final question for all the marbles. And it's funny that you just said hell was your favorite curse word, because if heaven exists, Hannah,
Yes.
and you arrive at the pearly gates, what would you like to hear God say to you?
That I lived to my fullest potential.
Oh,
Didn't have any regrets.
no regrets. Look at
I
him.
left it all out there. Yeah.
Oh, love it. See, and he didn't even hesitate. He knew exactly that was good. You're wise beyond your years, mate. You can't be just 24. Are you sure you're not doctoring your birth certificate? Are you
Oh,
trying
that's too funny. Yeah, I try to do
doctoring hers so she can play older?
Yeah.
I like to do a lot of like reading and self-development to try to take other people's mistakes and learn from it, so I can propel myself further along.
Oh, that's why he's hanging out with you, Lee.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, she's got to get the pickleball now.
Yeah, no, he's like, I'm here.
I'm
He's
just
like,
using her. Yeah.
yeah, like, how many times have you screwed up? Tell me all of them so I do not do that.
What is it that you there was a phrase and I'm going to butcher it, but something about when you're younger you teach, but when it's something about when you're older you spread wisdom, and when you're younger you spread enthusiasm, something like that, which I disagree with, actually, because I think I want to be an enthusiastic granny, but you are wiser just because you've seen all the outcomes, right? And you've seen, it's not, you will wake up the next day and it will be okay.
Right.
No, it seems like it's not. But the other thing is, that, well, if this happens and that happens, that's going to happen.
One thing that really opened my eyes before the next question is, I was actually at one of the tournaments, and one of the guys that I teach is there, that's 70, and we were watching like the same game, and we both play the same game. And I think like there's no really other sport where you can do that, where it's like intergenerational, where you can play together, like even a split age division. So just that opened my eyes, where he's 70, I'm 24, and we have the same goal. He wants to be like on the senior pro tour, and I want to be on the. So it really made me think, what is like the meaning of just everything in general? You should just be happy and not take anything too serious,
That's exactly right. And that's the beauty of pickleball, but it's a very good lesson in life. Like I often tell my kids, and even people I've worked with, when I've worked with youngsters, and I'm like, no one's going to die. They're all freaking out because they didn't get a proposal in on time. I'm like, die. It's okay. Just own your mistake. Apologize. You've got to apologize quickly. Don't sit on it.
Right.
One girl who she stewed the whole weekend, didn't want to tell the boss that she hadn't got this proposal. And I said, you've been worrying about this the whole weekend, haven't you? I said, just call him right now. Even if he blows you up, doesn't matter. You can call me back. I'll make you feel better. But I guarantee it won't be as bad as you thought. And sure enough, it wasn't.
That's good. Yeah.
So thought the world's not going to end because you didn't put a proposal in. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, and it's like, we're not the first people to screw up. We're not the last people to screw up. And it's a matter, and when you own it,
yep,
you take the power away from the other person.
You do, exactly.
So it's like, listen, it was my bad, my screw up.
Yep. And now they can't be mad at you because you've owned it.
Yeah.
You've just disarmed them. Oh my God, look at us. We're so wise right now. I feel like Yoda for a minute here. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, sorry, as a side, because we're talking Star Wars, I saw this thing that went around the internet, and it was the funniest thing ever. Like, this guy made a bet with his wife, and the wife lost the bet. And the bet was, the Chewbacca mask that makes a sound. Like, it's just you wear it during labor. Like, every labor pain, she's like, that's like so bad. And she's dying.
Brilliant. See, that's a bit like the Destiny, thing. The gag. Well, brilliant to meet you, mate. Now you can go and eat your sushi and have your beers. And what time are we up tomorrow morning, and what time do you play?
They have a 9 o'clock start. I don't. I'm coaching tomorrow. I don't play Saturday. So yeah, nice and easy night. Sorry for the noise and the feedback. They're rowdy.
No worries. We just know you're having a good time in Cincinnati, Ohio.
WKRP, baby.
Yeah. So it's all right. You know, that's what pickleball's at. It's a noisy sport. So we have a
Yeah.
noisy podcast. We don't care. It's great. Tana, super nice to meet you. So Lee,
You as
what do
well.
we also always ask, and it sounds like we should definitely with this fella
Yes.
because he's plug. So go ahead.
Where can people who are desperate to get better at their pickleball game, people who are just falling in love with you right now, fans of you, where can they follow you, contact you? You know, I know your phone number was behind bathroom door number 2 in the locker room at the courts today, but not everybody lives here. So where can they find you?
Yeah, my social media is just tanner.pickleball. I'm on every social media imaginable. My largest is Instagram and YouTube. That's where I'm most active as well. But Facebook, TikTok, everywhere.
Are you on
So you
Threads?
slide into his DMs.
I'm not on Threads. I should get on there. So I guess not everyone.
Yeah, I don't know. I just wondered because you said you're on everyone. I'm like, I haven't dipped my toe in that one yet. Okay,
No, I don't
cool.
use it.
Okay, that's great. Well, we will make sure to plug everything you're about and keep our eye on you. And best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Very excited to see how you progress. And we will be we'll be cheering you on from the sideline, mate. And if anything we can do, we would love to have you on again. So without further ado, Lee, we'll sign it off. It's goodbye from me.
And it's goodbye from her.
Goodbye from me.
See you next time. Bye, mate.
Thank you.
Ciao, mate.